Brother and sister split the family inheritance equally, but the younger brother ignored the $1 million demolition property. Instead, he picked a worthless old family photograph because he knew something. This family photo would bring him hundreds of millions in wealth. All of this happened because the brother had been reborn. In his previous life, their father died, leaving behind two inheritances, a $1 million demolition house and a worthless family photograph. The greedy brother grabbed the demolition property first, while his sister could only take the family photo. But when the brother thought he got the better deal, years later he discovered his sister used clues from behind the family photo to find antiques their grandfather left behind. She became a young antique appraisal expert. Meanwhile, the brother lost everything gambling. His wife and kids left him. Watching his successful sister, the jealous brother stabbed her to death with a knife. When the girl opened her eyes again, she was reborn 10 years back to their father's funeral day. Before she could figure out what was happening, her aunt snatched the property deed from her hands and gave it to her brother. But when the brother saw it, he pushed the property deed away and chose the family photo from the girl's hands instead. Looking at her brother's greedy face, the girl suddenly realized he was also reborn. After the siblings had each chosen their inheritance, the brother called in a lawyer to draft up a property division agreement to prevent the girl from seeking revenge later. The brother decided to cut all ties with her right now. The girl signed her name without hesitation. Since her brother voluntarily gave her the demolition house, she decided to let go of their past grudges. They would not interfere with each other. But unexpectedly the next moment, a group of debt collectors burst into the funeral. They claimed 20 years ago their father owed them a huge debt. Now after all these years, with compound interest it had grown to $3 million. Since the girl inherited her father's house, she should be responsible for paying this money. Watching her brother exchange glances with the debt collectors, the girl finally understood her brother's scheme. Her brother never intended to give her the house, so he arranged for these thugs to put on an act. While the thugs were paying respects to her father, the girl immediately examined the contract. She quickly discovered flaws in it. The thugs kept saying their father owed this debt 20 years ago, but the official seal on this IOU was bright and fresh. It looked like it was just stamped on. Also, their father broke his pinky finger when young. All his signatures would have an upward tail, but the handwriting on this IOU looked completely normal. To protect her father's reputation, the girl decided to call police for handwriting analysis. The thugs saw their scam exposed and quickly fled. The girl originally wanted to spare her brother, but now she saw her brother didn't deserve forgiveness. This lifetime she would make her brother pay with blood. The next day, the girl went to the old house to pack things. She accidentally saw news about her brother's treasure hunt on TV. On the day he got the family photograph, the brother hired an archaeological team to dig. They indeed found a large batch of antiques inside. Watching her triumphant brother on TV, the girl couldn't help but smile bitterly. Her brother always thought in her previous life she made her fortune from these antiques. Little did he know these antiques were all fake. Back then grandfather had poor appraisal skills. He spent his entire fortune buying these fakes, but it was because of these fakes that the girl was exposed to antiques. She taught herself and became an appraisal expert. 3 days later was the auction event. The brother wanted to show off his success, so he deliberately invited his sister to attend. With the host's introduction, the auction quickly began. The first item was the bronze ritual vessel her brother dug up.
这件宝贝是我爷爷留下来。据我爷爷所说，这件宝贝当年差点进故宫。
The girl almost laughed out loud. What her brother said wasn't wrong. Grandfather did plan to donate this treasure to the Palace Museum, but later it was identified as fake. Grandfather almost got executed because of it. Her brother was too young then to remember this incident, but the antique business was full of fakes and authentics. With the brother's fabricated Palace Museum story, the bronze vessel's price kept rising. It finally sold for $8 million. For the following auction items, the brother used the same method, selling a bunch of fakes as if they were gold. The final auction item was a Song Dynasty tea bowl provided by the girl. This tea bowl had complex craftsmanship, so very few existed. Many people at the venue had never seen one. When everyone thought this was just junk, unexpectedly at this moment, a shocked gasp came from upstairs.